Imagine this. You just finished mixing what you think is your best mix ever. The drums are punchy, the vocals are clear and expressive, and the guitar solo is just perfection. You feel like you're on top of the world until you check your inbox and see nothing. No new clients, no inquiries, just spam bots and plugin sales. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. And here's the kicker. Your skills are probably not the problem. The problem is that in today's oversaturated music industry, being good at what you do just isn't enough anymore. And today we're going to talk about what to do about it. I'm Carl Bahner, and I've spent 2 decades in the trenches of this weird music industry, mixing, producing, drumming, and building a network that spans 6 continents. Do you know what I've learned? Success in this business isn't just about talent or technical skills. It's about relationships. More importantly, it's about knowing how to nurture those relationships. And that's where branding comes in. See, branding isn't just some buzzword. For studio pros, it's the secret sauce that helps us build and maintain those crucial relationships. It's how we communicate our value, attract our ideal clients, and stand out in an increasingly crowded market. And trust me, in today's music industry, standing out is more important than ever. You and I are part of a constantly evolving industry that is changing at an insane pace. Just a few years ago, the idea of collaborating remotely was kind of a novelty, but now it's the norm. And with tens of thousands of new songs being released on Spotify every single day, like tens of thousands of new songs, and with more producers and engineers entering the industry because technology's getting cheaper and education's getting cheaper, standing out isn't just an option, it's a necessity. Unfortunately, most of us were never taught how to stand out. We were taught how to make great music and how to capture the moment, but marketing ourselves was always either overlooked or seen as cringy. And building a brand, well, that's for influencers and corporations. Well, no, not anymore. So what exactly is branding? It's not just a logo or your website. To quote branding expert Marty Neumeier, a brand is a result. It's a customer's gut feeling about a product, service, or a company. In our case, it's their gut feeling about you. Let that sink in for a moment, because your brand isn't what you say it is, it's what they say it is. It's the gut feeling your potential clients get about you before they've even talked to you or heard your music. Think about it. When artists or labels are looking for a producer or engineer, they're not just looking at a list of skills and credentials and credits. They're asking themselves, does this person understand my vision? Can I trust them with my art? Have other respected people trusted them with their art? Do they have the expertise to elevate my project? Will they be easy to work with? Your branding answers these questions before you even have a chance to open your mouth. Strong branding works for you 24/7, attracting the right clients and naturally filtering out the ones who are not a good fit. Now, you might be thinking, but I've always relied on word of mouth. Why do I need to worry about branding now? Well, let's talk about the trap that so many studio pros fall into with passive word of mouth. Picture this cycle. You hit a slow period. So you start taking on any client who comes your way because you got to pay the bills, right? And this leads to low quality, low paying gigs that drain your energy and your creativity. And before you know it, you burn out. And when you're burned out, you don't have the energy to go find better clients. So what happens? You stay stuck in this cycle, taking whatever comes your way just to keep the lights on. Relying on passive word of mouth is inconsistent and unpredictable. It's a vicious cycle that keeps you from reaching your full potential and keeps you from working with the clients you really want. But here's the good news. Strong, thoughtful branding can break this cycle. It enables you to consistently attract your ideal clients, the ones who value your unique skills and perspectives, what you bring to the table. It makes you the obvious choice in a sea of options. And that's exactly what we're going to learn how to do, because your brand is the difference between just being another name on a list of producers and being the producer that an artist feels that they have to work with. So how do we build a killer brand? Well, it comes down to what I call the 3 C's: curate, create, and communicate. Curate. This is about carefully selecting and refining the elements that make up your brand identity. It's choosing what to include and, just as importantly, what to leave out. Create. This is where you develop your brand assets, your visual identity, your messaging, your content. It's bringing your brand to life. Communicate. This is how you consistently express your brand identity to your audience. It's about getting your message out there in a way that resonates with your ideal clients. These 3 elements are key to effective branding. And you'll see how they play out as we dive into different aspects of branding throughout this series. But for now, just keep in mind, curate, create, communicate, because those concepts will help guide you as we explore how to build an irresistible brand. Now, let's talk about some common branding mistakes that I see studio pros make all the time. Number one, trying to appeal to everyone. I've seen so many producers and engineers say that they specialize in rock, pop, jazz, folk, podcasts, video game music, polka-themed greeting card jingles, everything, right? And that's not how specialization works. Words have meaning, and saying you're a specialist in a bunch of different things, no, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. So imagine this. Imagine that you have a heart condition. Are you going to feel comfortable going to a doctor that claims that they specialize in cardiovascular disease and foot fungus and facial reconstructive surgery and horses and, I don't know, lizard breeding, right? Like, you're not going to feel comfortable at all. You're going to run the opposite direction to find a cardiologist who just knows all about the specific thing that you need, not someone that specializes in everything. And you don't want to make your potential clients run for the hills for the same reason. Number two, focusing solely on your technical skills. Yeah, they're important, duh, but they're not what makes you unique. Every single day, I see producers and engineers posting videos explaining compressor techniques and EQ shapes and mic placement and all of these things that they're trying to showcase all the knowledge that they have, all of the technical skills that they have developed to try to impress potential clients. But what it ends up doing is, more often than not, it's alienating those artists because that's not really what they care about. They don't care about your pre-delay settings on your reverb. They care about, does this help my song and my vision come across in the way that I have it in my mind? And those videos unintentionally are attracting other producers and engineers. They're attracting peers or students, not the artists that they're trying to attract. Now, if they're making the content specifically to teach, yes, do that. That's the right thing to do. But the disconnect is when they make those videos flexing their technical skills to try to impress artist clients, and they end up just attracting the wrong people. Number three, inconsistency across their platforms. Your brand should be recognizable whether someone's on your website, your Instagram profile, or reading your email signature. A good example could be that your website might be all business, sleek and modern, and black and white pictures of you sitting in front of a console, but then your Instagram is just full of producer memes and pictures of your dog and the barbecue you had last night. I don't think I have to explain the inconsistency there. And number four, which I think is the most important, is not showing your personality. This is an industry built on creativity and connection, so letting your authentic self shine through is crucial. Remember how I just mentioned those producers and engineers sitting in front of a console and having their photo taken? If I had a nickel for every single time that I saw a producer or engineer have a profile picture that was just the back of their heads sitting in front of a console, let's just say I'd have enough nickels to be able to buy my own SSL. At the end of the day, effective branding requires a mindset shift. It's about realizing that how you present yourself is crucial. You're not just a set of technical skills. You're a unique, complex human with your own tastes, experiences, and perspectives that nobody else has. So branding isn't about changing who you are. It's about amplifying what makes you, you. It's about communicating your unique value in a way that resonates with the clients you actually want to work with. Okay, so let's recap some of the reasons why branding is so important to studio pros. Number one, your skills alone are not enough in today's saturated market. Number two, branding is about the gut feeling clients get about you before they even talk to you. Number three, strong branding can help you break the feast-or-famine cycle. Number four, when you shift your mindset, you can showcase yourself as having so much more value to bring to the table than just your technical skills. And number five, your branding is communicating to potential clients whether or not you're actively doing it yourself. It's happening 24/7, whether you're trying to or not. Now imagine this. Instead of desperately chasing after any client who has a pulse, you're attracting artists who truly value what you bring to the table. Your portfolio isn't just growing in size, but it's growing in quality too. And you're no longer just another name on a list of producers. You're the go-to person that artists just are dying to work with. That's the power of mastering your brand. And let me tell you, the stuff that we talked about today in this video is just the tip of the iceberg. And once you start applying these branding strategies, you'll see opportunities open up that you didn't even know existed. Knowing why branding matters is one thing, But building an irresistible brand that attracts your ideal clients, that's where the real magic happens. And that's where I come in. So if you found value in this video, you're going to want to stick around because I've got a whole arsenal of branding insights that I want to share with you. And for those of you who want to dive even deeper into taking control of your branding, I've put together a comprehensive guide called The Studio Pro's Guide to Irresistible Branding. It's packed with actionable strategies, worksheets, and insights to help you build a brand that attracts your ideal clients. So whether you're just starting out or you're looking to level up your existing branding, this guide's got you covered. The link's in the description. Remember, in this industry, your brand is more important than ever. And with the right approach, you can build a brand that goes way beyond just attracting clients. You're able to create a reputation that fuels your creativity and propels your career forward. So until next time, keep creating, keep branding, and most importantly, keep being authentically you. Your ideal clients are out there waiting for you. See me in the next video.